Of course you can, Dasha. Ooh, straight ahead and to the right. What is the point of you? Why do you even exist on this planet Earth that we call Earth?
Bruh.
I said Earth twice. Yo, peace y'all, it's your boy JC. Welcome back to the freaking channel. Dap me up if you know what's up. I'm sorry y'all, I have to say this is kind of irrelevant to the video, but I was trying to get the last video out or whatever. I think it was until then. I don't know if this is gonna be the next video. I was trying to get that video out as soon as possible, but I had some issues with Vegas, so hopefully that won't happen again. I just got a new Vegas, so I don't know if it will, so bear with me y'all. Keep it coming through with the comments and the recommendations if you guys want me to play anything. You already know where I'm at, where I be. Discord, Twitch, Twitter. If you want to hit me up, I don't know. Shout out to
Gaketlova Fatima.
I'm sorry, I was supposed to properly speak Russian by now since a majority of my fan base is from Russia. But no, shout out to you, man. I've been meaning to get into more, I guess, Russian-based games as well. I know a lot of people recommended some other Russian games. I have to recall the ones that I saw when I was doing a lot of Tiny Bunny content. Which, by the way, if anyone knows about the situation with Tiny Bunny that's going on, shout out to Vokoda and some few people in my Discord telling me about the issue with the composer pretty much just losing his marbles. I guess maybe he just, I don't know the context of the situation, but it seems like as though if there's any video or anything, I haven't had the time to look into it a little bit, so maybe I will after this video. He's pretty much saying, screw all y'all, I want millions of dollars from Tiny Bunny. I'm the one who made this soundtrack, let me get this. I forgot to add, after he's demanded millions of dollars, Tiny Bunny, from what Vokoda said, rejected the offer and then removed his music from the game. And now he's like striking YouTube channels that got the soundtrack in his videos. I don't know who all got hit, but yeah, there's something I'll probably include some more thoughts if I've done some more research in post editing. Luckily, I have not got hit as of right now. I have not got hit. I was talking with some homies. They said it's probably because I'm in the US. Most of the content creators that do Tiny Bunny content is in Russia. So I don't know if it's a direct thing within Russia, but I yield. I don't know. Either way, let's get back on topic. Soviet spooky tales, green eyes. I never heard of this in my life. You already know. So you guys put me on everything I know on these games. So because of that, let's get up in this motherfucking G. Okay. Already, I don't know what the f I'm looking at. Okay, hold on. See, Russian, I figured it out. Guys, I can read, guys.
Bruh.
I know, surprising. It's wild. Okay. Let's go. Do we click the play button? Is that what we're doing? One day, a mom said to a little girl, "Don't touch the green vinyl." You know the little girl ain't gonna do nothing of what you said. But the girl didn't listen to her mom and listen to the green vinyl. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Creepy green eyes are on the wall. Don't you think all this is joke? Little girl is gonna choke. Okay. By the way, y'all should gear it up. Get ready for Halloween, whatever the fuck. Send me some Halloween games. Just months ahead, because you already know time go by quick. Okay, what is this? Are you guys getting into the intro? Okay. The art style and the design already looks really dope. Dasha, mom, let's get the Rubik's snake. Already told you, we came here for the vinyl, but it's so cool. You can make almost anything you want with it, like a dog, a duck, even a giraffe. And Pashka can even make a balloon. So mom, can we please? Everyone in our class already has one. And by all of you, you mean just Pashka? No, not just one. Everybody has one but me. All right, let's get this snake. But then we won't buy a vinyl. Let dad's present to gather dust, since it's not gonna play anything until my next paycheck. Ah, okay. Hey man, struggling, trying to make the muns. No, I want both the snake and the vinyl. Why are you doing the beggars can't be choosers right now? Like, what is going on? The less you want, the more you get. Why are you so greedy? Dad makes so much money and you can't buy me a toy once a month. Damn. She pocket watching? What y'all doing? Why y'all telling your kid everything that y'all be doing? Dasha, Daddy is not working in the north to buy all the toys at the store. And besides, you and I agree that this month we were buying a vinyl. But if you changed your mind, we can just go home. I start my shift at 12. I can't spend half of the day at the store. But Mom! Dasha, it's either the snake or vinyl. Period. I took another look at the kids section. There were multicolored toys on display. They all had a shiny plastic. It's so nice to open a new pack and hear the way it sounds. The Vasilisa dolls and the Kokoshniks, the f did you just say to me? Kokoshniks stood in rows, and each has its own character and face. Pink kitties, plushies with stripes on their backs. Fur puppies were wearing plaid ponchos. Roly-poly toys with round faces and spinning tops on suction cups with horses. Almost like in the program. What, where, when? I wanted them all at once, especially the snake and the spinning top, and at least one little doll. Not to mention the record, of course. Why is Mom so stubborn? As if she wasn't a little girl herself, and if you try to negotiate with adults, they just ignore you and punish you. I'm not going to argue. I won't change Mom's mind anyway, and I risk not getting a present at all. All right, let's get the vinyl. Damn, you should have got the toy, and why are you trying to get the vinyl? But I cheered up a little as soon as we got to the vinyl section. The music section shelves there were vinyls by divided genres: fairy tales, classical music, pop music, just to name a few. And additional to all that, you could all see the amazing artwork and designs that each one had. Mom, can I choose? Of course you can, Dasha. Ooh! You never just got that Bristol wind and then it's just like you smell what the Bristol wind had to offer and it was piss poor garbage. It's like going to Sam's Club if you guys live in the States, or Costco, and you see those people handing those free samplers and it's just straight trash. It's just straight trash. It's like handing you a cheese block. Like, why do I want to eat cheese? I'm sorry, she's not ugly. She just surprised me the way she like pulled up. Why they animate her titties like this? I get it, but it's like, damn. Behind the counter, I could see the sales assistant's shadow, blocking the colorful shelves with her white rose. With what white rose? What fucking white? Oh, robe. I can't read. Almost in any theatrical way, she corrected her perm, her bright lips which resembled a bow, and her eyebrows that formed an arch over her blue-shadowed eyelids. Good afternoon. What can I help you with? We have vinyls for everyone, even those with the most refined taste. Dasha, go ahead. What would you like to see? The sales assistant's gaze was fixed on me. I felt uncomfortable. You know, she hates her job. She's probably not getting paid enough. You know what I'm saying? Mom, why don't you do it? Hello, could you please show us what fairy tales you have? The sales assistant glanced at me. What the hell? What the fuck? You got a problem, ho? You got a problem? Who the hell is you? Isn't it too late to listen to fairy tales? Just look at her. She's too big. Honey, what grade are you in? Okay, now she got beef with me. Okay, what the fuck? I ain't gotta say nothing to you. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, get the silent treatment. Get the silent treatment. That's the same way your husband is looking at you when you start throwing up your legs like, hey, bro, you want to do it tonight? He's like, nah, nigga, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, get your ugh mug looking ass. The cat got your tongue, has it? Yo, moms, go handle her, man. Handle her. She's talking reckless. Dash is in 4th B. Excuse me, but we'd like to look at the fairy tales. Thank you. Why did you tell her that information? I didn't permit you. woman. I'm gonna bring out my misogyny. Y'all didn't know I was misogynistic.
Bruh.
How much they paying you an hour? Is it 4? I get it. She gets an attitude. She's not getting paid well, but it's like, shit. She's such a big girl. She doesn't need any fairy tales. She needs something more serious. Here, classical music to Tchaikovsky, Ministry of Culture of the USSR, Leningrad Council, UHP. Shout out to the GOAT Lenin, but like, nobody want to hear that bullshit. Yo, mom, backhand her with this, with your satchel, real quick, just real quick. Girl, do you go to a music school? Do you listen to Polterliek? No, who's Polterliek? How can you not know Polterliek? T'Challa. He's the greatest Russian composer. Haven't you ever been to the Nutcracker? Whatever. I'm not gonna finish that. I saw the cartoon on TV. The cartoon? Girl, it's a world famous ballet. So what if it's T'Challa? I like Form, the band, and fairy tales are not too late for me. Everybody likes fairy tales. What else have you got? Mom, piece her up verbally. What are you doing, Mom? You gotta piece her up. I'm not seeing no verbal hands right now. Parade of Pop Soloists by the Aprelevaka Order of Lenin Record Plant. Stereo 33 RPM 12 inches. It was just delivered yesterday. Would you like to have it? Or this year's novelty, Joseph Cobb Zone. Forgotten Tango. All Union Melodia Recording Studio 33 RPM stereo. Why are you saying all of these details? You reading out the damn ISBN number, like Jesus Christ. A girl should learn how to have a good taste. How do you know I'm a girl? Ugh. Damn. The sales assistant started daydreaming and sang off key. You can't even sing right. Yo, lady, knock it off. Stop. My ear busts.
Bruh.
I mean, my ear. What? The night was luminous. White flower clusters were bursting into the window. The bird cherry tree was in full bloom. Oh, how wonderfully it was blooming. I was so in love with you. Was whispering giants in the woods to you. And you gave me your hearts that moonlit midnight. I don't like that sales assistant. She only gets in the way. Say that out loud with your chest, Dasha. And the covers of the fairy tales were so pretty. Puss in Boots, Alibaba, and the 40 Thieves. Oh, the Bremen Musicians. It's just like mine. But I heard all of these. I was browsing through everything I could see. I was looking for something special. After all, it could be considered a gift from my dad, and I wouldn't want to make a mistake and buy something silly. But as luck would have it, there was nothing interesting. Oh, wait a second. What's that black cover? The strange vinyl caught my attention. Its envelope was completely black. I've never seen anything like this before. Nothing painted on the cover, and there was no title. So I wondered what was inside. Then I looked closer. I saw that the vinyl itself was peeking out of the envelope, but it wasn't black at all, like the usual ones. On the contrary, it was a very bright green color. Wow, a green color. How unusual. That's what I said. That's what I need. Are you sure? I pulled my mom's sleeve and whispered in her ear, let's ask her to give us that one, or she will be singing like non-stop. Excuse me, could you please show us that vinyl with the black envelope? The sales assistant took out the envelope without a name and then threw it on the counter. Damn, don't break it! Oh, damn! What the fuck is wrong with her? People have no taste nowadays. They listen to all kinds of nonsense, rock and some other stuff. You sound like them white ladies that be like, ugh, rap music. Like, shut up. And you listen to country music. I'm going there. If you're gonna stereotype, I'm gonna stereotype. Who the f listens to country music? Mom, let's get it. I've never seen vinyls with this color. Tell me, please, how much is it? Lady, What does it say on the back? Bro, I need you to this is the only permission and only time I give you to go full Karen, Mom. Use those jeans. Go crazy on this hoe. Verbally beat her up, and I'll kick her in the shin as we leave, as I spit on her shoes. Sorry. Mom turned the envelope over, but there was no writing on it. She carefully took out the record to find out the price. It is forbidden to take the goods out of the package. Can you read? Come on. What do you think is the sign for it? It was literally popping out the damn package. Maybe if you do your dead damn job and put the shit back in the dead thing, then maybe we wouldn't be here now. You just yapping no jutsu right now. You yapping. You not doing nothing. You have no substance. No substance. You are nothing. You are a filler arc in Naruto. Bruh. Naruto. Go to the cash register to pay for it. Straight ahead and to the right. What is the point of you? Why do you even exist on this planet Earth that we call Earth? Bruh. I said Earth twice. That'll be 1 ruble, 25 kopecks. Dasha, let's hurry. We have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna spit on your grave when you die. Mom took the black envelope, and without saying goodbye to the sales assistant, we hurried to leave the section of the store. The cash register buzzed loudly, and the green vinyl was finally mine. What a rude sales assistant. Just a brat. I didn't even have the time to ask what the vinyl was. You should have said something back, like, excuse me, ho? What are you? Like, you should have completely demolished her. I'm not gonna lie, Mom, that's not mom behavior. You didn't protect me. My feelings was hurt. Mom, it's okay. It's okay that we don't know what's on it. It's more interesting that way. Let it be a surprise. I love surprises, especially good ones. Oh, Dasha, I have to run. It's 10:30. I'm late for work. Let's go to the tram. Mom, can I carry the vinyl? Of course you can, but be careful. Vinyls are fragile. It's already broken after she slammed it on the damn counter. All right. The weather outside was surprisingly warm for early October, but the yellow leaves on the trees were already shivering helplessly, knowing that the winter was coming. Brr, I don't like winter. Mom, is it cold in the north where Dad is from? Mom sighed. It's cold. It's almost always cold there. Can you imagine how happy Dad will be when he comes home? Will he be back soon? Dasha, you already asked me that today. Mom, tell me again, please. Soon he'll be listening to the new vinyl with us. Oh, there's a tram. We ran into the tram, and it closed its doors, creaking and swaying, and took us home. There were not many people in the salon. It was still working hours, so you could only see pensioners, students in the second shift, and people like my mom who worked in shifts. Mom, look how much room there is. Let's sit by the window. Okay, Dasha, but first, please, validate the tickets. I'll get them. Wait, Mom took out her pocket with 2 small packs of different colors, red and green, tore off the tickets of 3 kopecks each and gave them to me. Here you go, and I'll sit down. All right, but I want my seat by the window. I looked around the tram in search of a ticket validator. The nearest one was hanging opposite of the entrance. Aha! There you are. Okay. Too bad I only had 2 tickets. I could easily punch them. I wish I had a bigger pack to test my strength. I wonder if I could punch 10 tickets at a time. Oh, you gotta push it. I am curious to what all of my Russian gang, how is life, not to get too overtly political or anything, how is life in Russia, you know? As far as, is it like, you know, when you see it in games, is it similar to how games portray Russia? But I can probably tell it's not the most best since it's a economy that doesn't support the people. The tickets slid easily into the validator slot. When I hit the handle, I heard a familiar, pleasant sound. I had punched tickets 100 times, and each time I enjoyed the feeling of the paper resisting and being defeated when the mechanism created a hole through it. Such an odd circumstance to enjoy. Bingo. I look at the ticket number. Wow, it's a lucky ticket. What a lucky ticket it is. All 6 digits are the same. Mom, look, a lucky ticket. It's all 3s. I never heard anything like it. Dasha, Don't shout in the tram. It's indecent. But the lady that was disrespecting me while you sat there twiddling your thumbs, that was not disrespectful. That was not indecent. Good Lord. If I make a wish and eat this ticket, it will definitely come true. What stories are you getting this from? Who the f said you eat a ticket, you get wishes come through? Or should I keep it? I'm not eating no damn ticket. You gonna need this shit. What the hell? No, you can't eat that ticket. It's very rare. I'd rather keep it and show it to Daddy when he gets back. He'll be so surprised. I carefully put my ticket in my pocket and went to my mom. Outside the window, houses and cars were running by. My mother ruffled my hair and hugged me tightly. I leaned up my forehead against the glass and hugged the black envelope I bought. I wonder what was recorded in it. Probably some great song, maybe even an American song. I've never had one of those before. Everyone in the class will be jealous, especially this Xena. We'll have to listen to the vinyl when we get home. Mom, how long is our ride? About 15 minutes or so. 15 minutes. So long. All the way my forehead rhythmically tapped some kind of melody. Under this lullaby, I fell asleep. Okay. Oh dear. What a beautiful vinyl you have. Can I hold it? Xena, you can't. You'll get it dirty. Come on, Dasha. Please. Can I come to your house and listen to it? No way. I haven't played it myself yet. And if you want, I'll give you my collection of New Year cards. I won't spare anything for you. Just let me at least touch it, I beg you. And you won't bully me anymore? Call me names or be mean to me? No, of course not. I'll be your best friend. You want me to carry your bag for you? You want me to give you my lunch in the cafeteria? And the cop's pot? Sure, take the cop pot too. You're welcome. Actually, I've already promised Pashka and Lena to let them listen to it. So I guess you're last in line. Maybe in a couple of weeks the vinyl will be free. Thank you, dear, thank you. I'll tell everyone how good and kind you are. Dasha, it's time. Dasha, let's go. Why did you fall asleep? Wake up. You know that's not gonna happen. They about to stomp on you for having that ridiculous ass vinyl. I'm telling you, I know how this works. Have we arrived? Too bad. I had such a nice dream. After all, the tram is how old ladies move around, and it goes at the same speed. Let's hurry home. We have to hurry. Does she have to go to work? We quickly got off the tram and walked down the narrow street towards our house, which was number 33. It was on the Lenin Street, and not far from the stop. We could already see our yard of several 90-story buildings with a cozy entrance through the archway. But suddenly, out of nowhere, on our way there was a street dog, which was something between a beacon and a shoe brush. There's that dog hanging around again. Look at the way she's staring at me. She's gonna come at me. Damn, the dog is just chilling, bruh. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm telling you. Ooh. I didn't want smoke. What was this energy when she was verbally assaulting me, Mom? Oh, the dog's like, hey, you ain't gonna bitch me if I'm your kid. What's up? What you want? What you want, huh? You want doggy paws? You want a bite mark? I'll give you rabies. What you want? What you want? Like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know if you want the smoke. The dog sniffed the air a few times with his nose, then ducked his head to the ground and growled. Yo, this game, okay, it showed a row of small, sharp teeth. Despite its small size, it could harm anyone with its bite. What a stupid animal. Dasha, hide behind me before it bites you. Shoving the vinyl into my mom's hand, I looked around for a suitable branch. Luckily, there was one near me. The local boys broke it off during a game. They were pretending to be soldiers. Without any sudden movements, my hand slowly reached for the cherished goal. The dog watched my every movement carefully, as if he suspected something. What the fuck are you? Why is he pressing me? Maybe he's mad with the vinyl. Maybe the vinyl is like got an aura. It's just like, hey, don't f with me. Finally, my fingers found a stick, and I grasped it firmly. I got it. I squeezed my new wooden weapon and prepared to make a dash for it. Mom, not understanding what I was going to do, looked at me with amazed eyes. Lucy! Fetch! The stick whistled across the lawn and with a thud fell to the ground somewhere behind the bushes. The dog scrambled with his paws and rushed after the branch. Damn, it was just that simple. You just needed to play fetch with the dog. He was irritated. Why was she was instant smoke levels? Like she was like, oh, I'm about to kick this dog. Like, like damn. Lucy, come to me. A smudgy, satisfied Lucy brought her prey and licked my face. Damn, see, she got more love than you, moms. This beacon, as soon as it smells from which side I will appear, will rush and meet me. There's no one in the whole world cuter than this little thing. I always have a cookie in my briefcase for her, and Lucy always has time to walk me to school. All right, Lucy, that's enough. Lucy, what a cheeky one. How long have you been waiting for me? Sorry, I don't have anything with me. I'll bring you something tasty before school. Lucy fell on her back, indicating she wanted me to scratch her belly. Dasha, leave that dog alone. Mom, can Lucy live with us? Look how smart she is. Look at you coming up with silly ideas. Maybe she may as well have fleas and may be contagious. Why do we need an animal at home when we who could have a ringworm? Especially at the beginning of the school year, when they shave your head. You know why you shouldn't touch stray dogs with your bare hands. Damn, moms! She doesn't have fleas, and I've known her for a long time. My mother looked at Lucy lying on her back, and she wrinkled her nose without saying anything, went through the archway into the yard. I had to go home, too. Wait, Lucy, I'll be back soon. Lucy walked with us to the yard and obediently sat down to wait for my return with promised cookies. At the yard at the beginning of the school year wasn't as noisy as it was during the summer, but still had kids of all ages running around. The unsteady melody of rusty swings was complemented by bicycle bells, kids counting, and pigeons cooing. I suddenly felt the need to run and go down the iron slide a couple of times, and even took a few steps toward the playground. But I remembered that we were in a hurry to get home because my mom had to go to work. That's okay. I'll write it later. Look at these old ass bastards. Granny sat on the bench near our house and looked, as always, at everyone who passed by. When I was smaller and played ball by the white wall of the entrance, I always listened with pleasure to everything that people say. Who got married, who had a baby, who brought what, and what was going in the whole world. Grandmothers knew. It seems everything. And even before everyone else knew. What y'all talking about? Have you heard? Our Igor from Potla blah 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 street has disappeared again. They've been looking for him for 2 days now. Our neighbor, Polina, says she has a dream the other day that aliens were taking Igor to a spaceship. No way the aliens took him. He probably got drunk in the garage with his buddies and went home to the workshop supervisor to settle their relation. He's probably sitting in a drunk tank now, where he can't remember his name. Oh, sweetie, you can't talk about a man like that. Igor Petrovich, by the way, built the sandbox on the playground with his own hands and didn't take money for it. Our Igor Petrovich is very handy, God bless his soul. Why does he need money? He got a bottle for his services, and he was happy. Remember, there was a similar case in 59. A whole group of kids, tourists, or what do you call them? Mountaineers were attacked by aliens when they were sleeping in their tents at night, and all of them were killed. There was a big fuss all over the country about it. I know a policeman who told me in confidence that witnesses claimed that they saw aliens in those places with their own eyes, and the others that said that it was not aliens but Bigfoot. That's right, I remember that time. Even a sketch of it was printed in Pravda. There's no Bigfoot, Feya. I know your stories. Students should drink less in the mountains. They get drunk and get into arguments with each other. I know their kind. They settle any dispute with their fist, that's for sure. And then when they're drunk, they'll have a good time. So they all froze to death in a code. Oh, sweetie, how can you you say that? I think the boys have decided to warm up and be healthy, so they took off their clothes and to rub themselves with snow. The leader of the group, by the way, was a silver medalist, but the boys didn't think about everything, and that's why God took their souls away. Yeah, they didn't warm up properly, did they? What were the authorities looking at? After all, the trip was dedicated to XXI Congress of the CPSU, and then the place had been named after the medalist ever since. It was either Sorokin, Pass, or Orlov, some bird's name. I don't remember. Don't love Pass. Good morning. Tanya, my dear, hello. Hello, Tanya. Tell your mother that I found out the details of what happened to the red refrigerator. I'll tell her today. Let her come out with a chair after 3, in case there aren't enough seats on the bench. Okay, I'll tell her. Don't get dirty. They're painting inside the building. Yeah, the housing department has managed to paint the walls. The painters are already at work. They'll probably be messing up the floor. And who will clean it up? We'll have to do it again. Or who else? Dasha, your Pascha came by in a hurry. He asked me to remind you that you're supposed to collect the herbarium. Oh, right. Yeah, the herbarium. I completely forgot. It's a science today. He also asked about the oak tree. If it grows around here. Such a good boy. God bless him. He's a good boy, but he's too quick. He ran across the street when the light was red. What an idiot. I'll tell his mom everything. And why does he need that oak tree? There's plenty of leaves lying around. He can take as many as he wants. Well, we're off. Have a nice day. God damn, grumpy ass. In the entrance, we were met by blue-colored walls with peeled plaster and soot for matches. Along the stairs, unknown artists had left their messages to posterity with a nail or a pin. Some immortalized with their favorite soccer team. Others frankly expressed their attitude towards their neighbor. And against my will, I read, Lubia and Petya. Spartak is the champion. Vasya is an ass. Soon everything would be painted over. Dasha, run and check the mail. See if anything came, but hurry up. I've already called the elevator. Mom, let me use the stairs. Why? The elevator's faster. Pascha told you all kinds of spooky stories again, right? It's not spooky stories, it's all true. So what is it this time? A red hand? A black sheet? Green tomatoes? That's the kind of scary stuff they told me at camp. But where would all that stuff come from in an elevator? Did they tell you about the black man at the camp?
Hey, yo! Bruh.
Yo, you can take this shit out of context and run with it, bruh. Oh my god. Yeah, let's learn about black man at the camp. Who was the black man at the camp? OJ? Oh, that's new. I don't remember that. It's funny to you, but Pascha's acquaintance disappeared like that. How he disappeared? He went into the elevator and no one ever saw him again. All because of the Shadow Strangler. If you take the elevator first to the 8th floor, then go straight down to the 3rd floor, and then go to the 9th floor, the Shadow Strangler will enter the elevator. And then what happens? Well, you can't talk to him under any circumstances. He'll press the button for the 6th floor, and when the elevator goes down, he'll get you. He'll get out. What's the big deal? So he gets in and then gets out. It's that among the buttons, there's a button with no digits at all. And if you press it, the elevator will take you to hell and you'll never come home again. Oh, what a great imagination Pascha has. What if you talk to this man when he gets into the elevator? He'll strangle you right away. What if you don't press the button without a number? Mom, I'm serious. Dasha, first of all, you know what? If you know that all of this will end badly, why follow these complicated instructions if it's easy to make a mistake? And secondly, we live on the 7th floor. We don't even need to go up to the 8th floor, let alone down to the 3rd. Well, first of all, you should just say they're all make-believe, okay? They're fake, they're mythologies. Just move on. I'm gonna go 8th and then 3rd and then whatever she said. I don't give a f. I'ma strangle that. If he's black, I'ma strangle him. Don't take that out of context. I don't need no clips on Twitter sent to me. You understand?
Bruh.
Let's take the elevator. No, Mom. I'll take the stairs. I'll race you. Whoever gets up to the fastest wins. All right, let's do it. She's dead, bro. You lost your moms. You lost your moms. Between the 1st and the 2nd floors, under the window, there was 2 rows of mailboxes of the residents of our building. Quite often, you could see different letters and newspapers coming out of them. But the most interesting thing was, of course, subscription magazines. It was easy to recognize our mailbox, number 26, even though the number was almost gone. Someone had once scratched a funny duck on the door. To be honest, it didn't look much like a duck. That's probably why the artist signed below in just in case. It's a duck. I wonder who did it and why. As Daddy would say, I wish I could catch that person and slap them on the wrist. What the f is that gonna do? But screw them. Especially since I myself once wrote my name at the entrance wall. But despite the fact in that the inscription, Dasha, was small and hardly noticeable, I felt a slight excitement and pride every time I looked at it, because so far, no one has guessed that I did it. I mean, it wouldn't be hard not to. It was my little secret. I guess I could have been a real spy, like Steerlitz. Is it tier lists? We doing a tier list? I opened the door. Oh, something had arrived. Inside the mailbox, there was 3 magazines. Let's check them out. Ugh. Who the f designed this shit? I can't read Russian. Roman Gazeta. It's my dad's subscriptions. Boring adult stories. Almost no pictures. Kostor. Prints funny stories about school children. But I've never read them at all. Only the most interesting ones. But I can't say that game is another matter. It was my favorite magazine. See, y'all gonna have to teach me how to speak Russian one of these days. You know what I'm saying? I need to know. I need to know. The pictures were really funny. Always so bright and colorful. I never stopped my subscription. Not even when I became an adult. No letter from Dad again. Why is he so busy that he can't write us even the smallest letter? Because he's a deadbeat, bruh. He's getting the bag. Oh, I could go back. That's what's up. Dasha, I'm on my way. Then I heard the elevator doors closing. And remembering our competition with my mother, I rushed up the stairs. I flew up the last step and landed on the 7th floor, just as my mom was getting out of the elevator. Me first! You always are. You're fast. So did anything arrive? Yes, the magazines did. Dad's and mine. No letters. I see. No Robotnitsa again? Mom's magazine Robotnitsa was a little better than Roman Gazeta, but still boring. I only like the recipes and the girls in fancy dresses. And the fact that my mom lets me cut out the pictures as long as it doesn't ruin the pattern. No, Mom, it didn't. Maybe someone stole it. Grandma Maya probably took it to read. She'll put it back in the mailbox later. All right. Dasha, give me the magazines before they get wrinkled. Okay. The f is that? Petrovic. God damn it! Something rattled the floor above, and then the familiar smell of paint hit my nose. Mom wrinkled her nose and looked up. Yes, the renovation had begun so quickly. And, as always, at the wrong time. Why at the wrong time? Because they had to paint it in the summer while everyone was away at the countryside. Mom took out the keys out of her purse, opened the door, and we entered the apartment. Okay. Oh, that's Grandma. That's Obasa. That's Obasa. Tanya, Dasha, how did it go? What did you see? Gram, There were so many toys and dolls and different games. It was good, Mom. But I'm late for work. We stayed more than expected. Grandma Faya told me to tell you to be down there by 3 p.m. Something about some refrigerator. Oh, she'll tell her nonsense again. The old gossip. Maybe, Tanya, you'll have time to eat some soup. I made such a delicious borscht. No, Mom, I'll eat at work. Our kindergarten has good food. I'll have some, Gram. What a good girl. If you eat everything, you'll grow up faster. Did you get anything from the store? Here, Gram. Look at this green vinyl. But we don't know what's inside. How come you don't know? Oh, must be very expensive. Wow, a beautiful color. What a beautiful color. They didn't make vinyls like this in our time. Mom, leave it in the hall for now, and we'll listen to it together tonight. I wanted to listen to it now, before school. Dasha, let's do it tonight. We'll have a little party in honor of an unusual purchase. All right. But then we need to buy lemonade for the party. Sure, on my way back, I can go to the store and buy some Barantino. Is that a real lemonade brand? Hold on. Oh, is this a movie? Maybe you can get some Pepsi instead. Barantino is already boring. Is that a lemonade brand? Wait, hold on. Am I stupid or stupid? Both. Don't answer both. Oh, it is. What the hell? This looks like piss. Ew, so y'all is drinking piss? Okay, Dasha, I'll see if they have some. Oh, Tanya, don't get Pepsi. Some say it's bad for your stomach. Should be bad for your your damn blood sugar. What the fuck? Mom, you're at it again, aren't you? Believing everything you hear. It's not that. I know what I'm talking about. Granny, don't worry. We've had it hundreds of times. We have it hundreds of times. Nothing's happened. Here, take the vinyl. I wish the evening could come sooner. I can't wait to find out what's going on that vinyl. Dasha, I almost forgot. Here's a present for Xenosaga. You can give it to her at her school. It's her birthday today, isn't it? Mom, you got it all wrong again. Yes, it's Xena's birthday today, but she will celebrate it this Saturday in 2 days. I look at the present in my grandmother's hands. It was a brand new bright red box with the word Rubik's Snake on it. Ooh, see, you should have got that. Grandma, is that a snake for Xena? Is that her birthday present? Mom, you bought Xena a snake? What about me? Damn. I asked for one at the store today and you said I couldn't have one. Now even Xena will have a snake. And she'll tease me again that I don't have a father and now I'm a beggar. I was blind by anger and my hands out of the blue snatched the box from my grandmother's head. Damn! The package suddenly opened and neatly folded puzzled slip out of it flew down. Damn! Oh, bro, that was such an impact. It switched to Russian. Why'd you switch my text? Ouch. Yeah, you better be looking like that. Uh-oh. What's the meaning of all this? Dasha, aren't you ashamed to behave like this? Mom, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. It's really not... It's not really broken. It's just parts that flew off. They're easy to put back on. Xena has everything, and I don't. Her dad always gets her everything, and she's so mean. She calls me names. I can't stand her. Why do I have to give her presents? Dasha, you know that's yours and Xena's moms are colleagues, and we have been friends since childhood. You should be friends too. Xena gives you presents on your birthday. Why wouldn't you do the same? Let her have it. She always gives me crap and keeps all the good stuff. Anyway, I don't need them. I throw them in the trash. All right, young lady, that's enough. My patience is wearing thin. Starting today, you're grounded. You will not watch cartoons until you learn to behave. And when your father gets here, I'll tell him everything. Damn. What are we going to give Xena now? We'll give Xena the vinyl we bought today, and I'll throw the snake away. It's no longer suitable as a present. It was a waste of money. Oh, Tanya, Mom, no! You broke Xena's present, and now you'll give her yours. It's only fair. And don't you dare touch the green vinyl. Do you understand? But Mom, I've said it all. Mom picked up the toy and left the apartment, slamming the door shut. Damn, you done f***ed up, boy. She about to go to that elevator and be dead. A moment later, there was a sound. Something like something was falling through the garbage chute. It was Xena's snake. Oh, damn, she threw that whole thing. Why'd she throw it all away, though? Tears of frustration started to come out, and I was unable to restrain myself, so I ran into my room. Niggas just wasted money, huh? It wasn't my fault. It was an accident, and the box opened it by itself. And if Mom hadn't bought me the same snake today, then none of this would have happened at all. And now they've taken this vinyl away. My green vinyl. Get your old ass out of here. I want to reflect, self-reflect, not mean reflecting with others. Grandma came quietly into the room and hugged me. Don't cry, my dear. You know your mother loves you, and with Xena, you should be friends. She's not a bad girl, and she studies for A's. Alright. Stop crying. It's time to get ready for school, or you'll be late. Oh, I still haven't given you some bullshit. It's probably cold by now. I don't want to eat it. I lost my appetite. Well, you should. The soup is very tasty. Gram, when you were a kid, did you hate someone? Of course I did. I remember Valerie was my classmate, a terrible bully. He wouldn't let me go, teased me, pulled my braids. I couldn't stand him. And you became friends with him later? No way. We were like a cat and dog until 10th grade. Did you ever fight him back? Him? I couldn't fight back. He was a big guy, a head taller than me. I had a hard time with him until I got into college. And after that, I never saw him again. He's probably dead. I found out later that Valerie was in love with me. But he didn't know how to say it, so he played around. Grandma's strange story calmed me down a bit. A little. I still didn't want to be with friends with Xena. Quite the opposite. I wanted to get back at her somehow. But how? Suddenly an idea popped into my head. That's right. Let her have the vinyl, but I'll listen to it first. I got the vinyl. It's only fair. But how can I do it after my mom grounded me? Ooh, sneak around and listen to the vinyl or convince Grammy. That's a good idea. I mean, let's put it in perspective, guys. She can't listen to the vinyl. Grams might be able to be convinced. So if anything, if she gets in trouble, she could just be like, well, Grams, let me do it. But could you convince her though? I don't know how many routes this game has. So, but let's see if we can convince Grams. Grandma was often on my side. Maybe I could persuade her to let me listen to the vinyl. Grandma, I love you so much. You have no idea how much. You're not listening to the vinyl. Oh, Dasha, I love you too, my dear. No, Grandma, you don't love me at all. Why is that? Because you'll give my vinyl to Xena and I didn't get to listen to it. Dasha, it's your own fault. You behaved badly. You have to obey your mom. But imagine if your mom gave that harmful Valerie something very valuable to you, like your sewing machine. Would you like it? Oh my god, she's reversing psychology. I think I wouldn't like it. I'd probably be sulky. There you go, Grandma. If you really love me, you'll let me listen to the green violin just once. And I'll do the dishes for a week without you telling me to do it. I'll vacuum the carpet in my room. I mean it. Grandma smiled. You're so cheeky, Dasha. I'll get an earful if your mom finds out. She won't find out, Grandma. I'll be very careful and put it back where it belongs to. Alright, sweetie. Listen to it once, but then put it back immediately. I left it in the hall, on the shelf. I'm going to warm up the soup. Oh, I'm gonna listen to that motherfucker. Ain't gonna let me listen to that. The vinyl must be around here somewhere. I looked around. On the shelf near the books, I noticed a familiar black envelope. There you are. As I approached the cabinet, I smelled it. Whoa, what's up with this music? I smelled for a second a strange, sweet odor that was clearly coming from the vinyl. I'd encountered that smell once before, last summer, when Pashka, Lena, and I had climbed up to this bandit house. It smelled like that under the stairs of the first floor. Pasca joked that a cat had died there. It was dark, and Lena and I were afraid to look under to check if it was true. Pasca called me a coward with her friend. What am I thinking? I'm imagining all kinds of things. I'm not a coward. I've got to go to school soon. I took the vinyl and slipped it back into my room. On the windowsill, between the two speakers, was my favorite vinyl player, a Vega 108 stereo. My dad had given it to me for my last birthday, and now my mom buys me a new vinyl almost every month. I like fairy tales. I already have a box full of them. If I could avoid going to school and doing silly lessons, I would listen to all of them all day long. My favorite is the Bremen Town Musicians. I've had it since I was a kid, as long as I could remember. I've listened to it probably 100 times or 200 times. Because of that, it's already all scratched up and always stuttering on the guard song. It's even funny when the vinyl player starts making oh, oh, oh sounds instead of oh, too bad, that sunrise we meet with our eyes. But for some reason, my mom doesn't like it and asked me to turn it off. I carefully took out the new vinyl out of the black as night envelope and put it on the player. It's so beautiful after all. Too bad I'm only going to listen to it once. Once better than never. There was a black paper label in the center of the vinyl. That's strange. Such circles usually have the name of the story or an album with the list of songs written on it. And also the playback speed. 33.45 and rarely 78 RPM. There was nothing here, just a black circle. Maybe it's some kind of defect. Maybe they've forgotten to print it. The paper was set to 33 RPM, so I'll try that first. If anything, I'll switch to the other one. I wonder if listening to vinyls at the wrong speed ruins them. One time I played Thumbadilina faster than I was supposed to, and it was so funny. All the characters were gibbering like gnomes. I pressed the on button and turned on the player. The red light came on, and the excitement ran through my whole body. Now I would finally hear everything. I turned down the volume just in case. Okay, we're playing it. The start key spun my vinyl around, and I carefully placed the needle on the very edge. There was a knife-soft crackling sound in the speakers that was impossible to confuse. I froze in anticipation of the magic to come, unable to take my eyes off of the mysterious purchase. Suddenly, some cheerful music came through the speakers. Oh, something familiar. I think I've heard this tune somewhere before. It's the Dog Waltz. When our teacher played it for us in school, we would start barking in a funny way. I remember she told us that it is unknown who composed this melody, and that it was mistakenly attributed to another musician. I don't remember which one. Tapping out a funny tune with my foot. I remember Lucy. I could let her listen to this vinyl now. I can imagine she would dance, standing on her hind legs. Although Dog Waltz was not what I expected to hear on the green vinyl, it still cheered me up. And now I was wondering what tune would be next. But the next tune never came. The waltz kept playing and playing endlessly, repeating the same tune. It is only the Dog Waltz? No way! I listened for a few more minutes, but the music remained the same. All the fun gradually faded away, replaced by disappointment. That's what you get! That's it? What a load of crap. If I had known it would be like this, I wouldn't have quarreled with my mother over its stupid vinyl. Let Xena have the stupid waltz. I'm sure she danced to it like a little dog, just like Lucy, and I'd say to her, when I see her, Xena, fetch! Xena, come here! Xena, play dead! Hey, yo! What's that? The vinyl suddenly began to play some strange sounds, only remotely resembling the old melody. Goosebumps ran down my back, and my body felt numb. I couldn't scream or run away. The nasty sun cut my ears like a knife, and I closed my eyes shut because of the pain. Through the scraping and noise, suddenly I heard a terrible voice. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Creepy green eyes are on the wall. Don't you think all this is a joke? Little girl is gonna choke. Oh, shit. Who's that? Maybe Mommy's back. But why so early? I have to put the vinyl back before I get caught. I can't imagine how mad Mom would be if she saw it with me. Grandma's gonna be in trouble too. Suddenly the music stopped. The vinyl player was turned off, and even the needle was put back in its place. That's odd. Maybe I turned it off myself. I just hadn't noticed. No, nigga, you now cursed. You're done. And that's not your mom at the door. You need to jump out the window. Forget that old bag. Okay, I gotta hurry up. Oh shit, it's getting real. I walked back into the hallway and stared at the right door. No, that doesn't sound like my mom. Mom has keys. Maybe she forgot them. Yeah, she wouldn't even do this. Dasha, look who's here. It's definitely not Mom. She would never ring the doorbell so many times. Maybe one of the neighbors? Fear crept up, and a chilling feeling started to somewhere inside. I started to hear the strange words from the new vinyl. Little girl is gonna choke. We'll have to see who's standing outside the door. I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that. Suddenly, I slowly, almost without making a sound, approached the door peephole. I knew I'd give myself away when the light of the apartment flashed on the back of the peephole, but curiosity mixed with fear had already gotten the better of me. Oh shit. Ugh. There was a tall black silhouette with green eyes, green lights for eyes, almost staring at... Can you calm down? I'm talking. Thank you. Almost staring at the door. Okay. All right. This is kind of crazy. And this is it. Okay. Wait. This is the demo? Just the demo? Okay. That was interesting. I'm kind of... Guilty as charged, but I'm kind of interested. This was fire, guys. This was actually fire. Interesting. So the green vinyl kind of put a curse on her, or maybe she's starting to hallucinate because of the listening to the melody in the green vinyl. I mean, it seemed pretty self-explanatory that something was gonna go down. But this is very well composed. Like, I'm talking from the music, the sound effects, to the art, to visualization, the coding, the designs. Everything is just very well orchestrated, and it gives it just its own unique taste to the game. So this is fire. I gotta say, this is fire. But now I'm curious, like, what other options could the game change because of the options that we picked? Like, if we didn't hear the grandma's stories, would we like move on? You know what I mean? Like, just different options that you do, like, would it really matter if you picked them? So I don't know. That's just something I'm curious on. But what do you guys think? This was fire. Shout out to you, man. I really do appreciate the rec. Do you guys want a full series? Is this game out? Hold on. Oh, this game is not out yet, but it says it's planned on. So it's not out yet, but it says it's planned on releasing in 2025. Okay, I'm very curious because this is like very well made for a game. I guess that's more of like an indie game, you know? But yeah, what do you guys think, man? This was actually really dope. I enjoyed playing this. And this also seems like it's probably the game set in the 1980s during the Soviet Union. And, you know, you can hear the references to like Lenin and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. I think in the 90s, the Soviet Union got taken down. But yeah, no. So this like just simple, like even the art in the background, you could see. At one point, I even saw Lenin too. So it was cool. And just like tiny details that just overall make the game more realistic. And I'm just wondering, like, what would happen if we ate the ticket? Or so that's another thing. Like I said, I'm very curious to how the game is gonna be made. Is there different option? I don't know. This has just definitely piqued my interest. Honestly, bro, we might have to play this game. We might have to run it when it comes out, guys. We really honestly have to. But I'm kind of curious to if this is like historically a part of any like actual Soviet Union stories or horror games or anything that's like an actual story in the Russia that is, you know, historically known. Like, you know, it's like a legends, you know, like, you know, those stories that you always hear as a kid or something. So yeah, but this is really dope. I really enjoy this. I'm very curious because even just the way they like the dialogue and how the kid reacted, and then the certain moments it was like all kind of calm, chill, and then boom, you know, she broke the toy, and then the sound effects and then the tension in the mood. It just created something interesting within something I've never seen, or I don't typically see in indie games. So this is really dope. But yeah, y'all let me know what other games we should be playing. Like I said, we got Sucker for Love coming up. I'm also trying to do more Little Goody Two Shoes. So y'all just keep coming through, bruh. Keep coming through. We're gonna start Until Then. I did cop that. So we're gonna get into it, bruh. Keep your headspace strong, and I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.